Here we have Ilia Topurias, aka El Matador, fighting out of Alicante, Spain. Ilia is currently 27 years old and is the UFC featherweight champion of the world. His next fight against Max Holloway is arguably the biggest fight of his career, and I'm going to give you guys a little breakdown of the two styles, starting with Ilia. Ilia Topurias, one of the rising stars in the UFC's featherweight division, has an impressive mixed martial arts pedigree that sets him apart from many of his peers. Born in Georgia and raised in Spain, Topurias' fighting style reflects a unique blend of cultural influences and disciplines. He started his martial arts journey with Greco-Roman wrestling, a foundational skill that would later define his grappling-heavy approach in MMA. This early experience in wrestling gave him a strong base for controlling opponents both in clinch exchanges and on the ground. As his training evolved, Topuria became proficient in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, earning him a black belt under top instructors in Spain. His BJJ skills are a crucial part of his fighting arsenal, making him a dangerous submission artist. In fact, the majority of his early MMA wins came via submission, showcasing his ability to find chokes and joint locks from a variety of positions. While grappling has always been his strength, Topuria's striking has significantly improved over time. Training with some of Spain's top coaches, he developed a well-rounded stand-up game with explosive boxing combinations and powerful kicks. His ability to blend striking with his grappling makes him a true threat wherever the fight goes. Overall, Topuria's diverse background in Greco-Roman wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and striking has molded him into a highly versatile and well-rounded fighter. This combination of skills, along with his aggressive fighting style, has earned him a growing reputation and ultimately the featherweight championship of the world. Ilia Topurias has quickly established himself as one of the most exciting prospects in the UFC featherweight division. He boasts an impressive undefeated record of 15 wins and 0 losses, with a string of victories that highlight his well-rounded and dangerous fighting style. Topuria made his UFC debut in October 2020, stepping in as a late replacement and earning a unanimous decision victory over Youssef Zalal. The fight showcased his aggressive approach, mixing powerful striking with relentless grappling, and it marked the beginning of his rise within the organization. Following his debut, Topuria went on an incredible streak, finishing his next 3 opponents in decisive fashion. His knockout win over Damon Jackson in December 2020, where he showcased his devastating hands, sent a clear message to the featherweight division. Topuria followed that up with a thunderous knockout of Ryan Hall in July 2021, neutralizing Hall's unorthodox grappling with precise striking and overwhelming pressure. One of Topuria's most memorable victories came in March 2022 when he knocked out British standout Jai Herbert in London. Despite being rocked early in the fight, Topuria showed his resilience and delivered a brutal KO punch, further proving his striking capabilities. In June 2023, Topuria headlined his first UFC event against the highly skilled Josh Emmett, earning a dominant unanimous decision victory. His performance against Emmett demonstrated his complete MMA arsenal, his technical striking, exceptional footwork, and ability to control the fight both on the feet and on the ground. This win firmly cemented Topuria as a top contender in the featherweight division. On February 17, 2024, Ilia Topurias earns his title shot against Alex Volkanovski at UFC 298. He shocked the world when he finished Alex Volkanovski in the second round via KO, landing a devastating overhand right, which put Alex Volkanovski to sleep. Ilia Topurias makes his first title defense against Max Holloway, which takes place at UFC 308. So let's dive into how I think the fight could play out and where I think Ilia could have a lot of success. Ilia Topurias displays a very elite level of boxing and mixed martial arts. He mixes up his footwork with elite combinations, stalking his opponents and backing them up against the cage. In my opinion, Ilia Topurias displays an elite level of boxing in mixed martial arts, using good footwork and dangerous combinations to back his opponents up against the cage. Ilia does his best work inside the pocket. He crosses the void perfectly by pushing his opponents back towards the cage, leaving them nowhere to go, and when he does let his hands go, he delivers his punches with devastating combinations, going from body to head. He has a lethal overhand right that so far most of his opponents have not been able to withstand. The only mistake I would say Ilia has is he has a tendency to swing looping shots that can be countered by elite fighters. However, he usually resets quite quickly and goes back to stalking his opponent in a calmly manner. All of this tied together with his ground game makes him a dangerous opponent for any fighter in the featherweight division, and his fight against Max Holloway is going to be a banger of a fight. And I do believe if Max gets backed up against the cage, it may be a long night for him. However, Max is a very elite fighter and he has very good boxing skills. I'll also be releasing a similar video breaking down Max Holloway. If you liked this video and would like to see more in-depth breakdowns, then leave a comment below. Also leave your predictions and who you think comes out on top at UFC 308.